Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine. So dear students, today we are going to start the poem from the book Beehive, and the name of the poem is Rain on the Roof. This poem, The Rain on the Roof, is written by Coates Kinney. Coates Kinney was born in 1826 near Penyon, New York. He was a lawyer, politician, journalist and poet. This poem is basically a lyrical poem, means a formal type of poetry which expresses personal emotions or feelings. In this poem, the poet expresses his love for nature and praises the beauty of nature. The poem presents the memories aroused in the poet's mind by the showers falling on the tin roof. The theme of the poem is healing power of rain. The rain soothes and comforts an overworked mind by taking it back to its lovely past. The sound of the rain appears to create bliss to the poet. So let's start the poem. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres. Humid shadows means clouds and starry spheres means stars. In these lines, the poet has described a rainy night. On such a night, the sky gets covered by the clouds and the stars seem to disappear. And the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. Now, darkness often symbolizes a melancholic mood. Melancholic means sadness and negativity. The poet does not hesitate to say that the darkness makes him sad and reflective. During this time, the rain acts as a mirror which reflects and brings all his emotions to the surface in the form of tears. What a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. At this point, the poet finds joy in pressing his head on the pillow and curling up in his cozy bed in the country cottage. The room in the cottage is not big and may not be equipped with all luxuries, but the sound of raindrops transport him from a melancholic mood to one of happiness. So now we will do the literary devices used in this first stanza. First of all, rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme of first stanza is A, B, C, B, D, E, F, E. And other literary devices, first one is alliteration. And example of alliteration is humid, hover, H sound, starry spheres, S sound, press, pillow, P sound, lie, listening, L sound. Second is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is use of sound words, and an example of onomatopoeia in this stanza is patter. Patter word is the use of sound word, and this is an example of onomatopoeia. Third literary device which is used in this stanza is personification. Personification is treating a non-living thing as a living being. So example is darkness. Darkness has been personified. Now we will start the next stanza. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. Tinkle means ringing sound and shingle means rectangular tiles used on the sloping roofs. In these lines, the poet describes the impact of the music of the raindrops on his heart and feelings. The raindrops make the loudest sound as they fall on the shingles of the roof. And 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy beings start, and 1,000 recollections weave their ear threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Now in these lines, poet is saying that each sound gets resonated in the poet's heart in the form of his heartbeat. These sounds bring back fanciful memories of the past. They are not discrete They are not separated from each other but are interwoven like a patchwork with one another. Now, literary devices used in this stanza are: first is alliteration, and the example is busy being. In this example, B sound is repeated. Their thread, TH sound is repeated. Rain, roof, R sound is repeated. Next example of literary devices is onomatopoeia, and example of onomatopoeia is tinkle and patter. Next is metaphor. Metaphor is also used in this stanza. Example: and 1,000 recollections weave their bright hues into woof. Here the poet compares his memories to a fabric that is being woven with many colored threads together. So this is an example of metaphor. So let's start the third stanza. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone, to regard the darling dreamers, ere she left them till the dawn. In this stanza, the poet is transported back to the days when his mother was alive. She would tuck the children into the cozy beds and look upon them with loving eyes and wish them pleasant dreams. She did this every night. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I listen to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. In these lines, the poet is saying that the sound of the raindrops evokes all these memories from the poet's childhood days, and he experiences something similar now. Now we will do the literary devices used in this stanza also. First is alliteration, and an example of alliteration is memory, my mother, M sound is repeating. Darling, dreamers, D sound is repeating. Now we will have the recapitulation, means now we will do the summary of the poem. The poem Rain on the Roof talks about the poet's varied reactions to the sound of raindrops falling on the roof of his house. He says that the raindrops at night are like tears shed by the sad, dark night. He loves to lie in bed and hear from falling on the roof of his room because it gets back sweet memories of the past. He says that the sound of raindrops help him fall asleep and gives him sweet dreams. He has memories of his loving mother who would put them to sleep. I hope students this poem is clear to you. Try to read the poem and understand it. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you students.